So, welcome to Module 3, Week 3, and we are covering contemporary perspectives on friendship. In particular, we are looking at Taylor Swift as the anti-hero, question mark. The week ends on February 4th, 11:59 p.m. on a Sunday, and it also corresponds with the Grammys, in case you are interested in watching the Grammys that evening. The quote we are starting with for this week reflects a journey, hence the image on the friendship bracelet. And the quote is, "It must be exhausting always rooting for the anti-hero." And this is from her anti-hero song from her Midnights album, which is being nominated for several Grammys in 2024. So, knowing what you know about Joseph Campbell and the hero's journey and the song in this lyric, Anti-Hero, we're going to find samples in her documentary as an example of both and talk about it in the context of friendship in contemporary times. So our goal is to look at contemporary perspectives on pop culture, friendship, and theoretical application. This is your lecture on Taylor Swift, The Hero's Journey Review, Intro to Democracy. This is part 1 of the lecture. The film option that we are doing is Miss Americana. It's a documentary found on Netflix. If that is a challenge for anyone, please let me know. You can go ahead and call my cell number or email me. And the reading option is The History and Symbolism of Friendship Bracelets. So that will also be a reference item for the assignment. And so in this assignment, what we're doing is we're covering the hero's journey. We're applying it to Taylor Swift's journey as a metaphor. So metaphorical, significant, small, and large scale. So meaning her one-on-one with individuals, her on a group level, a community level, a country level, a world level. From that, we will segue our way to a definition of democracy and the application of friendship and why it's important. And you see the resource here, Socratic Methods. Okay, so this presentation primarily is just an example of what we will be doing for the assignment as a cut and paste. On the left-hand side here, we're talking about Taylor Swift and her Miss Americana documentary. So start thinking about why it's called Miss Americana and include that in your thought process for your assignment. And also, what I want you to discuss is the framework for growth and challenge. So here we're looking at the hero's journey as a theory, as a concept, as a framework by Joseph Campbell, which we've already discussed in a previous module. So now we're looking at Miss Americana as the evolution of this journey, right? Starting from a place of comfort, where she faces challenges, encounters allies, adversaries, and ultimately returns enriched with wisdom and experience. So one of the main points in the hero's journey is that we're not buried with the information. We basically, all of us are heroes, and all of us have friends and adversaries and obstacles along the way. They can be either people, they can be time related, they can be object related, it could be a job related, all in the context of how that fits into your day-to-day survival and friendships built along the way. So what you do at the very end, the elixir, is important because it shares knowledge on how you survived and how you can help others. So the friendship, allies, and adversaries path, it starts with her very young, right? Examine the types of things that she did to get where she needed to go, but also the challenges along the way, be it people or things or time, right? And then start thinking about the definition of democracy, right? So it's crucial to understand democracy, which is it's more than a political system. It's a collective expression of individual voices and experiences. We will be applying this throughout different stories across the globe, during the second part of this class section, post the midterm, with other world culture examples. Up until the midterm, we are covering the Americas. Post midterm, we're covering Latin America, the rest of the world, including outer space. And it's important to share these experiences because we gain knowledge in how to survive as a human race, and how to resolve conflict, and how to get along, and how to learn and grow and survive in the process. Okay, now to the assignment. So for this module, we will be applying the concepts of friendship as well as how it fits into the philosophical framework of Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. So for this journey in this module, we will be watching the documentary, Miss Americana, while taking notes on the different parts of the journey. So I've included a template that you'll be cutting and pasting. The template has 3 major sections, okay? And section 1 is called The Hero's Journey and Friendship, right? And for Joseph Campbell, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first 6 stages, the first steps, starting with the ordinary world, the call to adventure, refusal of the call, meeting the mentor, crossing the first threshold, test allies and enemies. So that first section, just like the documentary we watched in Module 2, it's the first section of the journey. What you'll be doing is you'll be watching the documentary, and here where it says insert your specific example, go ahead and write the example that makes most sense to you for this stage. That's what we'll be turning in. Then section 2 has 3 stages, which is approaching the inmost cave, the ordeal, and the reward. And then section 3 has the road back, the resurrection. So don't confuse resurrection as what we see in religious or biblical times. This is basically the hardest test. So along the path, we have many tests. This is the hardest one. And then when you return, the elixir is basically what you share with the community. Okay, so that's what you're going to be inserting in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, or section 1, section 2, section 3. And then you'll post it, and we will have a discussion on this information in this module as well as future modules based on this information. So if you have any questions, again, please email or contact me. And I look forward to all of our collective responses. Thank you.